Hello YouTube and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host Aaron Hauser. Today we're going to be reviewing NECA's original Gremlin series. This has a total of 5 figures and includes Stripe, Gizmo, the Poker Gremlin, Brain from Gremlins 2, and Mohawk from Gremlins 2. All 5 of these figures come with a lot of accessories and feature a decent amount of articulation and detailing to them, so I'm really excited to be able to finally do a review on all these guys together. We'll start off with Gizmo, and although this isn't really the best looking version of Gizmo that I've seen from the first film, it's fairly decent for what NECA was putting out at the time. Has articulation in the shoulders, back and forth, rotation at the wrist, head is on a ball joint. The neck is a little long for my taste. It kind of makes it look like a bobblehead, which, incidentally, they actually made a bobblehead out of this exact sculpt. There's rotation at the waist, and that's about it. Give you kind of a 360 there. Pretty decent. Nice paint job, too. But overall, the character feels a little bit more wooden with this sculpt. It doesn't really have a whole lot of life to it. The newer versions that NECA has been producing of the Mogwai really hit the nail on the head as far as the design and the detailing. And I know NECA is going to be putting out a Generation 1 Gizmo within the next year or so. So hopefully we'll see that come springtime 2013. They'll also be releasing a Christmas version of Gizmo from the first film with a little Santa hat and a couple other accessories, and that should be coming around November, December, I believe. So keep an eye out for that. But this Gizmo comes with little 3D glasses. Also comes with a little. These are very rubbery, but they're the little Mogwais when they pop off his back after he starts to spawn for the first time. And they're just kind of a squishy plastic. Nothing really to them. So those 3 little infant Mogwai, and then the 3D glasses, that's about all that comes with him. And then next we'll do the Poker Gremlin. This is one of my personal favorites. This one's a bit easier to find nowadays. But it has articulation in the shoulder, up and down, back and forth. It's kind of limited. This one's very tight on the joints. Rotation at the elbow, and then rotation at the wrist. The legs can move forward and backward. I will note that there's no peg holes on these Gremlins, so if you need to hold them up, and they do have a bit of trouble standing up on their own, depending on how you have them positioned, you can use a very small 7-inch doll stand, and that'll hold them up perfectly. But this guy seems to do fairly well on his own. Also comes with some playing cards, and then a nice little addition here is a little ace up there with NECA's logo on it up top, and that fits in his ear right there via a little peg. You just pop that in the hole there, if I can get it. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, and that just sits behind his ear like that. Also comes with a little visor, and that just kind of clips over his ears. Oh, yeah, over time that's kind of become bent and doesn't really sit on his head as well as I'd hoped, but if you leave it on a shelf, it seems to stay well enough. And then he comes with some playing cards, and he can hold them like that, but I found it's best to kind of wedge it between his thumb and his finger there to hold them, because otherwise they kind of just fall out from time to time. And then the other accessory he comes with is this little pile of popcorn and Oreos and poker chips that you can actually, here, I'll slide these guys over so you can see. It actually kind of sits around his feet like that. So, I'll get him to stand up here. So kind of like that. Overall, he's got some really great detail on him. articulation in the head as well. And I think they did a really good job capturing the look of the Gremlins in the first film with this figure and the Stripe figure that I'm about to show you. So that's the Poker Gremlin. Next up we've got Stripe. Same articulation applies on this guy. Only difference is he really has this this glued on hair piece, which I think looks decent enough. You can kind of position it however you'd like. As far as accessories, he comes with this little buzzsaw blade there. And then he also comes with a lot of different candy accessories, which are fun to set up around your NECA Mogwai and Gremlins figures. A little bag of popcorn, and then just assorted off-brand candy boxes that you can use. And they do, the Poker Gremlin and the Stripe Gremlin, they'll actually hold the candy in the hands fairly well, so nice little extra piece there. This guy, from what I can tell, is the hardest to find from the Generation 1 Gremlins line. But if you can find him, he's definitely worth it. And then we've got Brain from Gremlins 2, the new batch. He comes with a couple different cool accessories. The History of Civilization, little book there. And then the brain serum that he takes to increase his intelligence rapidly. That's one solid piece. There's no actual liquid in it. It's just kind of a colored vial, but it's got the little brain logo on it, which is pretty cool. And then this is the same articulation as the 12-inch brain, which I also have a review on. Rotation in the wrists, in the elbows, in the shoulder. His jacket's sort of this rubbery material. His legs go forwards and backwards. And then his head is on a bit of a ball joint there. And then he also has these glasses which are glued in place. A lot of great detailing on this figure. They did a great job with the paint design and everything, so definitely my favorite character from Gremlins 2. Last but not least, we've got Mohawk. This is the single carded figure. This only comes with the spider serum and the figure itself. There is also a Cult Classics version that comes with a little countertop display stand for the figure. Same articulation, decent paint job, and then he also has the spikes that run around the ridge of his head and then his back there, and these are actually detachable, so you kind of have to do a little finagling to get those to stay into place, but it works out really nicely and it looks really cool on him. And then also, like I said, the spider serum, which is the same kind of single piece of plastic there, but it looks really neat. So yeah, that's about it for these guys. If you have any questions about the figure or the original Gremlins line in general, just leave them in the comments below, and check out some of my other reviews. As always, thanks for watching.